Owlish Oracle is a social media-based platform where the elderly people can teach children via a web conferencing software called NexConnect. It helps to enhance quality of education among children, bridging the intergenerational gap between the elderly and the young, enhance productive aging, and helps to mobilize dormant social capital. Here at Owlish Oracle, we address problems such as limited opportunities for knowledgeable senior citizens in terms of engaging them productively in society, absence of informal knowledge sharing such as values morals to children from all backgrounds, and lack of quality and access to education among children in remote rural areas. Owlish Oracle has three target groups: grandparents, children, and virtual classroom. Grandparents, they are elderly who are interested in sharing their wisdom and knowledge to children. Children from both rural and urban areas who need supplementary tuition such as help with school studies and in enhancing moral values. And virtual classrooms are the schools for underprivileged children in remote areas who are in need of good quality teachers and teaching environment. So if someone is a grandparent, you have to click on login or join us, and then he or she has to fill up this registration form. After this, he or she will get a confirmation mail in their Gmail inbox and will have to act according to what the mail says. Owlish Oracle grandparents will have their own dashboard. Dashboard shows step-wise instructions, my profile, which consists of about me, connections both elderly and child establishes, messages, routine, which are weekly routine of classes that are to be taken, my things, which consists of materials that the grandparent would like to share with children, and credit points, which is redeemable but is yet to be developed in Owlish Oracle. Grandparents in Owlish Oracle can do either or all of the three things, such as provide supplementary tuitions to children from both rural and urban areas, be a grandparent to children from both rural and urban areas, and teach in a virtual classroom, that is to remote rural schools for underprivileged children. The teacher can find these options by clicking My Activities in the dashboard. Now to teach, the grandparent has to first write a post by specifying what subject he or she wants to teach and to what class of students and for how many days a week. To do this, the teacher has to click Posts and then write posts. These posts will be visible in the child's end, where interested child will respond and establish connection with the teacher. This will be explained later. The teacher can also click on student posts or classroom posts and see what the Owlish Oracle children needs help for, and if the grandparent teacher is interested, he or she can click on reply and then write their message. Once they reply, the grandparents have to add the children as their friend by sending a friend request. On the other side, a parent on behalf of his or her child who needs help in studies or who thinks that an elderly would be the best person to build value system of their children will log in by clicking on Children in the home page of Owlish Oracle. The parent will have to register as a child and then he enters his own dashboard. The dashboard shows step-wise instructions, the subjects the child has chosen, the complete list of tutors and grandparents along with their detailed profiles. And to the left, My Profile, Activities, Posts, News and Help. Just like in Grandparents section, a child too has the same options within My Profile, such as About Me, Connections, Messages, My Things and Credit. The child can post his or her needs by clicking on Posts, Write Posts, which will also be visible in the student posts here. The child will also have to see the teacher posts. To see any new post given by any teacher, if the child is interested in taking the given teacher's class, he or she will have to reply here and then write a message saying what timing suits him or her or any other kind of detail. After they decide on the time, the grandparent will schedule a class by clicking on Activities, My Activities. Provide supplementary tuition, schedule class. The moment the time comes, the grandparent teacher will have to click on Routine in the dashboard by clicking on the desired class he or she has chosen. The grandparent will have to click here on the desired class and then click on Start Session. Adobe Meeting Room will open soon. But before that, the teacher has to put in the username and password that was provided to him or her at the time of Aulish Oracle registration in their Gmail ID, personal Gmail ID. The child similarly, after the exchange of messages, will open Routine in the Activities and then click on the desired class on the scheduled class by his chosen teacher on the already negotiated date and time. The child will click on the class on the pre-decided time and then he will come to Start Session. The child will enter the Adobe Meeting Room as a guest and here he or she will have to write his name or put in his name. Thus the classroom starts. Now a grandparent can also give a grandparenting session such as storytelling class or music class, etc. To launch such a kind of class, he or she first needs to go to My Activities, Grandparenting, and then can directly broadcast a class by specifying a time here. After the grandparent schedules or broadcasts his or her time, then it is written here scheduled added successfully. The grandparenting class will be visible in all the Aulish Oracle children's dashboard as well as in the virtual classroom's dashboard. Like this. The children who are interested in taking the class will have to click on the class, join session, and the Adobe class is in this same manner launched as explained earlier. Now let us see a mock remote teaching class where a grandparent teacher is teaching a child.
অঙ্কিতা দাস, বাহ, তুমি ছবি আঁকতে পারো?
ছবি আঁকতে পারি না।
পারো না? সে কি? তাহলে তোমার নাম অঙ্কিতা হয়ে গেল কি করে? অঙ্কন মানে হচ্ছে আঁকা। আর আরেকটা শুধু অঙ্ক হচ্ছে, অঙ্ক করতে পারো?
হ্যাঁ।
ব্যাস, তাহলে আমরা আজকে অঙ্ক করবো নাকি? অঙ্কিতা অঙ্ক করে?
হ্যাঁ করি।
আচ্ছা, ওয়েলকাম টু স্কুল। সকালে আমরা কি কি করি? তুমি যেমন এখন বলছো সকালে কি করো, তারই দেখো। ভোরবেলায় বাচ্চা ছেলেটা উঠছে, গুড মর্নিং বলছে, ওয়েক আপ মানে ঘুম থেকে উঠলো। তারপরে কি করবে? তুমি যেমন ব্রাশ করেছো একটু আগে বললে, ও ব্রাশ করছে। ভালো করে আমাকে বলো এবার এক একটা ছবি দেখে কি কি আছে বলো, কেমন?
প্রথমে ঘুম থেকে উঠলো, প্রথমে ঘুম থেকে উঠছে, প্রথমে ঘুম থেকে উঠলো,
হ্যাঁ বলো।
তারপরে ব্রাশ করছে,
মুখ ধুচ্ছে, তারপরে স্নান করতে গেল।
প্রথমে ব্রাশ করার পর স্নান করতে গেছে, তারপরে পড়াশোনা করছে, তারপরে হচ্ছে মানে ব্রেকফাস্ট করছে, তারপরে হচ্ছে জুতো পরছে।
আচ্ছা,
তারপরে জুতো পরছে।
ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে, ভেরি গুড। বলো।
তারপরে স্কুলে যাচ্ছে।
তাহলে তুমি যা যা করো সকালবেলা, এই ছোট্ট ছেলেটাও তাই করে। তুমি কখন ঘুম থেকে ওঠো?
6:30।
আর ব্রেকফাস্টে কি খাও?
ভাত খাই।
বাহ, খুব ভালো, ভাত খাও, খুব ভালো। স্কুলে যাওয়ার আগে ভাত খাওয়া ভেরি গুড। আমিও যখন ছোট ছিলাম, এবং আমি শুধু নয়, আমার বাড়ির দাদা দিদি সবাই আমরা ভাত খেয়ে স্কুলে যেতাম, আবার এসে ভাত খেতাম, আবার রাত্রিরে ভাত খেতাম, শুধু ভাত। এই জন্য আমাদের কি বলে, আমাদের
Now, grandparents can also provide curriculum classes to a virtual classroom, which is a class of underprivileged student after responding to the classroom posts. In a similar manner, the teacher responds, virtual classroom coordinator then negotiates or adds the teacher in his or her connection through exchange of personal messages. The virtual classroom coordinator, just like a parent who logs in through the home page of Owlish Oracle, here in the virtual classroom section. And this is what his or her, the virtual classroom dashboard will look like, just like a children's dashboard. Once the negotiation is done on the grounds of timing, by exchanging messages between the elderly grandparent and the virtual classroom, the grandparent schedules a class with the through virtual classroom section. The class in the similar manner is launched by clicking on the routine and clicking on the class. The teacher enters as a host and the virtual classroom coordinator, on behalf of all the children in the class, enters as a guest. At Owlish Oracle, apart from teaching, a grandparent can also blog. So, as a whole, Owlish Oracle tries to be a mediator in weaving the generational bond between an older adult and a young adult via knowledge. Knowledge in the form of regular subjects such as English, mathematics, social studies, etc. And also morals, values, hygiene, storytelling, music, dance, creative learning or writing, sewing and many more activities. Owlish Oracle thus promises to provide a fun learning environment of knowledge and care.